Dr. Self-realization is something again which is associated with spirituality. As you said in the earlier talk that we are already muktas, already all of us are in mukti, but we need to realize that. So there comes in the word self-realization. Kindly throw some light on it, Doctor.
Yeah. See, we need to understand there are 5 selves. Though there is no division, just for understanding, we are dividing it into 5 selves.
Okay.
In fact, the physical self itself is a complete self, because if you go deep inside, it's out of the atomic stuff only. The center of physical self is pure self. The physicality is outside.
Yes.
So it has its own absoluteness. So there are 5 selves. One is physical self, emotional self,
Mental self.
mental self or psychological self, then eco self.
Okay.
And the inner, these are all in the periphery.
Yes.
The center, we have ever-present self, which is always there, which has no birth and death. That's why it is ever-present. So which is very, very scientific. Today, quantum physics clearly says, that inside, that 99.99% present moment it is, almost we can call it as. But from there, the whole existence comes out. You and me is a fundamental reality. If you go deep inside, it is that. So outside, I am not the physical self alone. I am not saying I am not a physical self. I am telling you that I am not the physical self alone. Like that. I am not the psychological or mind self alone.
Okay.
I am not the emotional self alone.
Okay.
I am also not the only eco self alone, because inside there is a ever-present self.
Okay.
So once if we realize all the 5 selves in us, this division is only for understanding, and be in the self, because it's already real. You need not do anything. You need to understand that it is 99.999% empty. Even I do not exist. It was just like a deep sleep or death state, or intra-trend life, what we experience. Same state we are. So realizing the truth outside, which is all the 4 self, the truth inside, the ever-present self, is the self-realization.
Okay. So self-realization is not something which is possible only for a few people. It is possible for everyone. Only thing is we need to focus. Get ourselves a little focused in understanding that the 4 transient, even though we call it as transient, doctor, you are telling us that even in the 4 things, as you say, it is the reality too according to science, that there is self. Even in the physical, there is that nothingness there. There's no thing. I think it is more better to call it as the no thing. It is right there in the physical self, the mental self, the ecological self, and also the emotional self. On the moment we realize, it becomes self-realization.
Yeah. But actually, see, basically, when we are born, in the intra-trend life, we were in the pure ever-present self.
State, yes.
Or before this zygote came, it's just a pure self. Then the zygote came, then zygote means from the parents we have sperm and ovum giving one cell, and that started multiplying, and it became 9 months, it becomes 3 kg. So in that period, we are not aware of the outside ecosystem.
Yes.
So we are just a pure self there. Before birth also it was there. After death of the body is also it is there. So we call this as a ever-present self. All these things, it's very, very important to analyze through the science. Just believing one day it may be, when you are in the ashram, you are very comfortable, we are very happy. But once if you come to a traffic world, chaotic world,
Again, we get back to the normalcy.
normalcy. So instead of narrow existence of outer present alone, we need to focus the inner. We need to see that our identity is there. It's already there. That's why it is real. But we need to anchor to that particular center so that we are able to understand this self-realization better.
Okay. So we understand it a lot better. So it is already there. It's already existing. The only thing is I need to realize it once again. So this is what is self-realization. I think this is again a word that is used a lot, especially when somebody is involved with spirituality. So you have brought it down in a very beautiful manner how we could anchor to our true nature. Though we are on the peripherally, we are caught up with body, mind, emotions, and ecology. So you have told us also that how an intrauterine life, you are just that. After even in deep sleep, we are just that. Once we die, we are again that. The problem is, I think somewhere, as you say, the psychology or the psyche plays into existence, and we start feeling this is the reality. So realizing that this is not the reality, the peripheral reality is not the reality, how you are anchoring yourself to the truth of life is the self-realization. Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you.